Good evening, SpeedGaming fans. I am Vic Kucheri, and welcome to today's Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 3, Week 7 Co-op Info Share in the Randomizer Defeat Ganon. We have Team Seal W, who's sitting at 6 wins, 7 losses, against the Immortals at 3 wins. And 3 wins and how many losses? Let me go look at that real fast. 10 losses. I was already saying 11. But then I might be predicting. Last game of the season for both these players. Neither of them will be able to move on to playoffs, but we're still going to have fun anyway. On Team Seal W side, on the green team, we have Pikapals and Swerb. The opponents today are DukeFireBird and Roach of the yellow team. Both teams are going to be playing the same seed. They're going to be giving each other information on where items are. Basically, the goal is they are trying to beat the game the fastest together. We are going to take the average time from Team 1 and Team 2, and whoever has the lowest average time will get the win. So we have some fun stuff here, and the runners are off. Pika is going to Sanctuary. Swerb is checking the house. We got a heart container and 300 rupees as a starter. All right, so we have a split on green team. Yellow team both decide to do Sanctuary checks. More likely, one of them is going to be doing the Houlihan tactic. That looks like Roach. We got a map check. That's a red pendant. I believe that's a double red crystal with that red pendant. Swerb is now going to go ahead and check Uncle for Ether. Roach is doing the Houlihan tactic. And looks like DukeFireBird did tree pull for 10 arrows. Moon Pearl's other item at Uncle Chest. That's a good grab. We have regular bombs at Lumberjack Ledge. Duke's about to get that information. Swerb is now going to go ahead and possibly do the south route. Yeah, so Swerb and Pikapals are going Pincer, Kakariko. Where is Roach going now? Roach is going to go ahead and... Okay, also go to Uncle. Roach is also trying to set up a tree pull. Unfortunately, did not do that. Thieves Hideout gives out a heart container. Pikapal is already up to 6 hearts. I believe that means the other... Yes, it looks like the Lost Woods Mushroom was a heart container. I did not see what was on Race Game. As Roach gets their ether, Swerb is going to tell us what's on library. Do we need boots? Actually, wait. Swerv's not going there. Never mind. I got baited. Swerv's not checking that yet. Okay. Going to check the back at Tavern now. While this goes on, that's 50 rupees, and Pikapals is about ready to grab 5 items here at Blind's Hideout. Swerve's going to buy some bombs. Cane of Samaria, a piece of heart. 100 rupees, that's going to be good for the bottle vendor. And the first sword, ooh, Blind's Hideout with the rewards. I did not see what was on Lake Hylia's Island. Hammer in the back. So we have Moon Pearl, we have Hammer. We are a glove away from Dark World access. And DukeFireBird without bombs is going to have to orphan that check for now, while Roach is going to go ahead and do Tarantula. That's 3 checks for free, and if Roach decides to dip into Crystal Eastern Palace, could possibly find up to 3 more. Looks like Swerv's just checking south, and somehow Pikapal's got the bomb bounce back at him. That was something. Swerv's also checking the library. Library only has a whole heart container. Green Pendant is at Skull Woods. And the cape was in the well. Followed that with some bottles. 2 bottles to be exact. And a whole heart container. This is a healthy seed. I saw flippers in Shirashala's hut. We can swim now. I didn't see what was at the race game, but Swerb is about ready to show us what's at race game. It's the glove. We have Dark World access. Man, that's a 3-minute Dark World access right there. In co-op Siege, you want early Dark World access. That's just more checks you and your teammate can split. Pikapals also telling Swerb, hey, you got a sword, you got a cape, you got a hammer, and you got a couple of bottles here. So Swerv's going to go ahead and grab those. Swerb also has the Moon Pearl, so Swerb has full Dark World access, can go ahead and take this into Dark Kakariko if he does so choose. Roach is going to go ahead and check the dam. The chest inside the dam is 10 arrows. Whole heart container from the bottle vendor. So that's like, what, 7 heart containers already? In 5 minutes? Crazy amount of heart containers. Healthy seed. Swerve's now up to 5. Pikapals up to 8. So Pikapals wants to the 9. So yeah, 6 heart containers. Wow. Amazing. All right, Roach is now going to go ahead and do Mini Lamo's room. Is DukeFireBird going orphan the hammer? DukeFireBird is orphaning the hammer. That is unfortunate right now. Oh yeah, 7, because there was one in the library. I was right the first time. But the Immortals, they are orphaning a massive item. We'll see if that will come back to bite the yellow team in the boots. Memoriam Cave, rupees, piece of heart, whole heart. That's 8 heart containers. Fire rod. All right, that's a whole bunch of goodies there. Plus, Roach does have the flippers, so Roach can swim around. Swim to the hobo, swim to Waterfall Ferry. Also have has Zora money that'll come into, you know, usefulness here. Swerb is going to Dark World. This has been a crazy start to this seed, though. Roach losing a couple bombs there. You do not want to lose bombs. Especially when there's a Hinox in your way. Those bombs are quite useful for them. Duke is taking the glove into back of escape now. Looks like Pikapals is going to go ahead and do all of Hyrule. Map check, green pin, it was there. Oh, blue pin and Turtle Rock. You love to see that. That means we don't need to find the ice rod today. And regular crystals everywhere else. So Swerb is going to go ahead and check out what he can here at Skullwoods. Can't go to the back yet because we didn't grab the fire rod from Mini Mulrum Cave, but we found our 3rd bottle in Hyrule. So that's 3 balls so far for Pikapals. Another heart container. We are missing 3 heart containers. We almost have found all the heart containers. That's just crazy. Swerb has that fairy. We'll be able to just be revived. Oh, that's right. I'm being pointed out in chat. It is full boss shuffle, which means we may still need that ice rod. That was my mistake there. This has just been such a crazy seed. I forgot all about the boss shuffle. That also means we may see 2 Trinexes because one boss gets duplicated 3 times. Who is guarding Zelda's cell today? It's just a regular blue guard. Gets hammered. Alright, doesn't look like there was much usefulness in Hyrule Dungeon. Waterfall Fairy, though, is blue mail. We find our first item here in Skull Woods. That might have been the second item. I missed the first one. Doesn't look, if that's the case, that means it doesn't look like there was anything important in Skull Woods either. This is a Zora from hell. Jeez. Vanilla piece of heart on the ledge. Oh, man. If you're a fan of the Immortals, you need them to go back to Kakariko and get that hammer from Blind Side Out. That is unfortunate that that was orphaned completely. But there's been so many great items at the start of this run. Alright, Zora's a scam. So Duke is not going to be using their hard-earned money on that. Looks like Pikapals is frozen as Swerb is going to go ahead and run through Village of Outcasts now. We're going to start with the C-shaped house. For the hookshot! Jeez! Okay, so right now, with our loadout, we can basically kill almost every boss. Yeah. I mean, Armos would be a pain in the butt to deal with, but everyone else. Swerb does not have Ice Rod. Oh, okay, this is good news. Roach is going to Blind's hideout. We'll see if Roach does bomb the back. If not, okay, there we go. Okay, so the Immortals are back in it now. Alright, Pikapals is back. It looks like Pikapals went to Dark World. I don't know if we saw Hype Cave. We can make that assumption here soon, but Pikapals is going to go ahead and do Dig Game, is going to go ahead and do Stumpy. No mirror yet, so we can't see K45. But we are finding all the health right now. Let's see, we still need the bow at least. And the flute. Aside from that, we are golden. Well, the mirror too. I always forget about the mirror sometimes. Swerb takes on unfortunate death. But that's fine. You're in the dungeon, you just start from the beginning. A shield for digging up 11 digs. Could be worse. I also did not see what the sun prize was. Alright. So, Great Team has not done South Hyrule yet, and I think that might be the play right now. We get the big key in the third chest. Oh, a Lionel. So much hate in Thieves Town right now. So much hate. That 20 rupees doesn't make this feel any better. Alright, so Duke is going to go ahead and Shroshla us. While Swerb is literally Neo from the Matrix right now. Swerv's like, I want that heart! But the big spike says no. Alright, we're gonna get some boss info here now. Pikapals has given Swerb that information that the fire rod is in the Moldrum Cave, and we have ourselves a fighter sword Vave fight in Thieves Town. Not that bad of a fight here. Just make sure you don't get hit with an eyeball. I apologize to chat for jinxing that. That's fine. It's fine. We don't need to kill Vei right now anyway. We can come back when we have arrows or a better sword. Oh hey, Roach is in Dark World with that hammer. We found more bombs in the brewery. And Duke is now dipping Eastern. We could possibly see what the boss of Eastern is. If Duke decides they want to go through some dark rooms, which in Randomizer, you don't want to do dark rooms. Because you don't know what's there. You don't know what is going to eat you alive. Hype Cave time! First check is the lamp. That's hype. Speaking of going through dark rooms, haha! Red Rupee bombs! 10 arrows and Red Rupee. That Hype Cave was enlightening. No. No. Okay. All right, let's see where Roach takes this. Roach can take this into pod and get some checks in if they do so choose. Swerb is also about ready to get their lamp. Roach is actually going over to the pyramid. Probably also take this catfish. And bushcraft gives nothing today. It's fine. Compass room vanilla. Piece of heart vanilla. Looks like Pikapals is going to go ahead and pick up their hook shot. Piece of heart in the big chest in the Eastern. And Duke is going to roll the dice against some darkroom enemies. Oh, we have everything we need to actually climb the mountain. I don't think Pikapals has the lamp yet. Something tells me Pikapals has not done Hype Cave, since that's where Pikapals is going now. Or this is a Gaina. Oh, actually, this is a Gaina. Never mind. Or just the dam to a Gaina? Okay. That works. Roach is entering pod. DukeFireBird got through the first dark room of the Eastern. Nice easy room here for the Master Sword. That's a big find for Team The Immortals. Catfish is also going to give an item today. The Ice Rod. We found the Ice Rod. Okay, so yeah, we can basically kill any boss we want now. I mean, Veggie and Armos are still going to be a pain. But they'll just be dead pains. Duke is trying to get some magic to get through this dark room. Is deciding, let's do it. Oh, that was actually Vanilla Sink Heart. You rarely see that, actually. That's quite honestly like a 1 in 216 chance. Oh, Duke found something that knocked him out. We gotta use the bile. Oh, we got a Lionel in there. If that Lionel has the key, you're not progressing. You're not progressing anywhere if that Lionel has the key. Oh no! He got the key. He's moving on. Oh, he got through that dark room. Can I get some hype in the chat for that? Because that was actually a really great play there from DukeFireBird. That's a play I would not have done. Duke still has a red potion if they need to use it. Swerb is going to go ahead and do a Houlihan. Green team has not done Zora yet, so that's probably something on their minds right now. Ooh, this is a... Oh, you have Fire Rod, so it could have been worse. I was being like, oh, that's a nasty room. Swerb with all the monies. And... we go into the Eastern boss room to find our first Trinex! Okay, so that Ice Rod was required. Eastern Trinex, when your first dungeon holds the second to final boss of the game. Well, third to final boss of the game. Alright, so that Igor is going to be a pain. Alright, Roaches is going to take a Death Warp. Alright, now Roach is going to check the back. Pals is going to do East Death Mountain. Duke is coming back for the hammer. We'll probably see this be turned into a Village of Outcasts Thieves Town play. Ooh. Swerb failed at the fake flippers. Something else you don't want to do in Randomizer is fake flippering. And nothing yet in Brain Fart. Paradox Cave. We still have 5 items left. Swerve's about ready to give Pikapals the info. Hey, here's the flippers. While Pikapals is telling Swerve, hey, you want mitts and half magic, come to Paradox Cave. Green potions are what you can refill your potions with here at Waterfall Ferry. But we have mitts, which is... You always love to just find mitts on Mountain, because then you can just turn this into a Dark World check. Pikapals is going to go ahead and actually run to Hera. Again, we could basically kill... We could actually kill every boss that can show up on Hera, because Trinex, I believe, cannot be found on the top of this tower. Alright, first check is nothing. Swerve's about ready to get a piece of heart for 500 bucks. Roach dies, and Pod is probably just intentional death warp. Duke, I don't know where Duke was. Duke was in Skull Woods. Actually, Duke's going straight to the back of Skull Woods. Green Pendant. Green Pendant is actually a play we could be seeing here. Or no, just taking the key. Never mind. Pikapals is climbing the tower. Swerb is actually going to go over find the flippers. Like, man, after I did all that fake flippering stuff, Roach, no magic, can't use the cane to hit that switch. Roach is... Oh, Roach found the bow and pod! Yeah, that happens. That happens. Ooh, if Swerb does decide to go all the way to Trinex, does have the means to beat Trinex. And Pikapals is about ready to get the first pendant. Not something you want to be grabbing before anything else. Oh, geez, that's a Helmosar King at the top. Okay, well, this is fun. This is fine. Everything's fine. 17 hammers to the head will break the mask, but there's that hole there in the middle of this arena that you kind of don't want to be anywhere close to while you're bouncing off the mask. Alright. Now, Pikapals is like, can you come over here so I can, you know, hammer you 4 times? It's like, Helmstar knows that there's a pit in Randomizer, and will always play on the pit. I wonder if that's something VTorp actually programmed into this. Or whoever programs Randomizer boss stuff. Yeah, no. Helmstar King is not being kind at all to Pikapals right now. I did not see what the boss of Pod was, but if Roach backed out of it, that might have been our second try next. Argus! Well, nope, no hookshot. Can't do Argus. Oh, Pikapals gets the kill on Helmstar King. Let's see what this will give. This is going to be... No, just the small key to the basement. And the red pendant. So Swerb is going to have Master Sword going into this Trinix fight. We'll probably use the hammer strats. At least these rooms are going to be nicer with the lamp. And we got ourselves a little bit of a tea party down here. Get yourself on that thing, get you into an invincible state. Drink your coffee. Strategize your next play. I mean, you guys know you have basically all the items. Do you just start having one person dip all the dungeons while someone else does all the overworld? I don't know. I mean, Pikapals can just finish off all of Death Mountain right now. Doubly so if TR is, well, TR is a pendant, so we don't want to dip the second non-green pendant. Kana Burna, I think that was it here in Hera. Swerb with Master Sword is going to go ahead. Oh god, this room's so nasty. It's nasty, I tell you. And laggy. Duke's about ready to find the ice rod. Swerb also has to be really careful for magic right now. But Swerb did get that green potion. Luckily did grab the green potion, so... Alright, Swerb, yeah, you're on try next. This is the first shot. Does get a spin slash in to hammer, so didn't do it fast enough. Alright, now you gotta use the green potion. I did not see what was in Spiral Cave. Swerve's deciding, let's tackle the other head first. And Roach is doing some bomb tactics. Swerve is not having the nicest fight here against Trinix, and Trinix... Alright, one hit's down. Less than half magic to get, I want to say 2 more hits on the fire head with the hammer. Oh, that... Yeah, that went the wrong way. You have enough. You gotta make this shot count. He made it count. That was actually 3 hits. And no! Swerve! All that work. All that work. Feels bad. Yeah, no. Swerve had to take a breath there. Do not blame him at all for that. Hookshot Cave has been pretty nothing so far. And it's still nothing. Alright. Alright, so Pikapals is now going to go ahead and do Super Bunny Cave. Where we find more nothing. Jeez, okay. Well, Pikapals is just going to tell us, Swerb, do not come. Do not come to the dark side. We still have Spike Cave Pikapals can do. But yeah, no, bosses are being rough on our runners today. Pikapals gets to the end of Spike Cave. I believe this is the last check we can do here, and that's our second bow. That's 2 bows. By the time our runners run through pod, that's going to be silvers. We'll see if Immortals decide to do Spike Cave to get their silvers while they're here. So we're still looking for Mirror, though. And Flute. Mirror and Flute. But, I mean, we can still basically clear almost every other dungeon to get to them. Alright, Swerb went out of the way for another heart. Now, Duke hasn't gotten the lamp yet. Oh! Oh, Temper Sword is also in pod. That's actually a really great find. Pikapals is going to go ahead and get their Master Sword, and we'll see if they decide... Oh, no Ice Rod. So they're just going to get their Master Sword and get out. We'll also see if... Let's see. So that's bow. Let's see if Swerb decides to do pod next. Or is Swerb taking that bow to Thieves Town? Actually, that bow might be going to Thieves Town, or Swerb could... I don't remember. Does Swerb get both items in Skull Woods? I know Swerb got at least one. Swerb can also go for the green pin at any time. But DukeFireBird can actually beat Argus, and with the Timber Sword, should be a decent fight. Swerb is going to use that bow against Vitreous, if I can pronounce words correctly today. Pika will get the Master Sword. Swerve's now going to do the cape strats with spin slashes. Make things nice and easy. Pikapals, did you get your... Did you get your ice rod, my dude? Swerb will actually be at 3342, the first runner to get a crystal out of all 4 runners. First blood achieved. Of course, this would be retroactively, countered if, you know, uh, we have a pet seat on our hands. Swerv's going to go ahead and do hammer pegs. This would probably turn into a full blacksmith side quest. Yeah, Pikapals. It's Trinex. You knew it was Trinex. Swerb told you it was Trinex. And Roach is now about ready to get their red pendant off of Helmusar King. Barring any unfortunate incidents with the hole. And Roach gets the kill on Helmusar King. Pikapals is about ready to get the ice rod. I knew I was forgetting something. I knew I was forgetting something. You can just hear the string of Pikas that are actually, a string of curse words, but because it's Pikachu, it's just Pika, 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 Chew, Pika, Pika. Duke gets the lamp, the only important item of Hype Cave. Roach is about to get the Cannon Burner. So the Smiths got turned in. I don't think that was anything too important. We're about ready to go check the purple chest now. Where is Duke going? What's the plan with Duke? Oh, Pika's like stomping back to Easter. Man on a mission. A man on a mission. You just still hear Pika, Pika, Chew, Pika, Pika. Oh, it was a long week. I cracked my own self up. All right. Trinex is saying to the boss chamber, what do we hear? Pika, Pika, Pika. Do you think we need to get out of here? No, man, it's cool, it's cool. It's just a tiny rodent, no more than 3 feet tall. Then you watch Pikachu just no-scope 2 invisible enemies at once, like, Uma Thurman from Kill Bill, just going, mission. Alright, so all that fun out of the way now. I don't think there was anything in the purple chest. Now I'm gonna go check Hobo, which I think Roach already did. I'm not quite sure. It's been a long sea already. It's just a piece of... Oh yeah, we saw that. We saw that. I remember seeing it now. So So Pikapals, knowing what quarry is there, is going to try and save as much. Oh, never mind. I was going to be like, oh, just going to sort all these Gibdos on the way there. Nope. Boss time. See how Pikapal does this using the menu so nicely. First head down, just like that. While this is going on, we are going to see ourselves some Ice Palace. Gotta be careful with your health. Do not get hit by the head. You only got a couple shots left. Alright, all the hits are down. It's time for the main part of Trinex. Oh man, DukeFireBird wasting magic, not knowing what's coming. Couple more hammerheads. Nice! Pikapal kills the Trinex! Vengeance achieved! And revenge. For Quake. Oh, that could be big. That Quake could be big while this is going on. Ooh, Duke does have both rods, but do we have the magic? That is the question. We do have the magic. We got a blue potion. Duke is going to be able to kill this Trinex first try. And of our four runners, Duke will have the most crystals. Let go of the spin. A little bit too early there, but that's fine. And nice fight from Duke. Pikapals is about ready to get a bunch of goodies inside Pod, including the Temper Sword and also including the Silver Arrows. And using the Icebreaker technique, Swerb finds our flute. We are now one item away from the coveted Go mode. Well, yeah. Unless it's Bombos. Like, I mean, I guess it could still be Bombos on whatchamacallit, Meyer. Man, I am blanking a lot. Alright, looks like we lost Duke there for a second. That was just a hard reset. And do we find our next item? We find 50 rupees. We're down to one item left in Ice Palace. Pika knows where Pika is going after getting done with Pod. This room here in Ice Palace is filled with hate. And it's our last item. Oh man, if you Icebreaker, you find all three items right in a row. You could just go straight to the boss. That's the nicest Ice Palace I think I've ever seen. It brings a tear to my eyes. And I also gave you a big key if you felt like you needed it. Oh, Swerb is going to go ahead and go grab some fairies. Ow, that's an ugly room. Everything in that room is ugly. Alright, who could this boss be? Ooh, I would love to see some armors on ice outside of GT. That would be fun. Oh, those thieves are stuck in the walls. So, wherever this mirror is... Oh, it's Lamos! Ice Lamos. Put the fire rod to true work here. 2 cycles, it's still good. Still a crystal. So what's the play after Ice Palace? Well, I think Swerb is going to go ahead and do Pod shortly. Not yet. There's still the rest of Thieves Town. I think we're missing one item from Thieves Town. We're going to activate Flute, and we're going to say hi to, whatchamacallit, Meyer Shed. By the way, Swerb is the only player that has usable audio today. He's going to use that to serenade our ears with the flute. Also, don't forget to stand and salute, because we're about ready to release the goose. What is going on? Duke gets the 3rd crystal. Pikapals has silver arrows. Roach is about ready to find out that's Ice Lamos as Swerb is now going to Meyer area. Swerb is probably also thinking, hey, we haven't checked the Guinea yet. Oh, we have the Quake to get into Meyer, so yeah, we are a mirror away from go mode. And if the mirror... Oh, nope, just the 4th ball. No mirror yet, so... And we only have so many locations where the mirror can be, actually. We still have, again, the one item in Thieves Town. Green Pendant. That's it. So Swerb is Swerb. Yeah, Swerv's an active vengeance. All right. I would have at least gone to the potion shop, get some blue potions. But I'm a scrub. So this is try number 3 for Swerb. Ooh, that big spike trap is not playing nicely. Oh, does Pikapals take a death from this? Oh, that was rough. Alright, what is Roach doing now? Could this be Thief Sound? Possibly. So I think Swerb is doing this because Seal W is expecting the mirror to be on the boss of Pod. So yeah, let's clear Eastern, let's clear Pod, get our silvers, get our tempered, and then we'll have the mirror to just go mode the last few dungeons. Plus, this also gives Swerb Quake, so if the mirror's not in Pod, he can just take the Quake to Meyer. Alright, looking better so far. First head down. Oh. Okay, took one extra hit than I could count there. I don't know if Swerb bought potions. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Alright. So the heads are down. Just got to avoid the snake. One hit from the snake and you're dead. Pikapals gets the pod crystal. They now know that the mirror is either in Thieves Town or Green Pendant. Or in, Mire. So I think Pikapals is going to go ahead and do Ice Palace. And I think Swerb is going to do Mire at this point. Because it makes no sense for Swerb to do Pod at this point. Yeah, I know it's tempered, I know it's silvers, but you need to find that mirror. And there's only a handful of locations where that mirror is, and there's the flute. Nope. They're just treading each other's paths, alright. So we got 2 checks in Mire. We got Green Pendant, and we got, I want to say 1 eye in Thieves Town. There could still be 2 in Thieves Town, but I want to say it's just 1. And either the mirror is one of those 4. If not, then it's either the book, boots, or bombos, or shovel, or any of the fetch quests. That will lead to a chain, you know. I mean, we could have like a Plando set of, you know, powder to mushroom to shovel to boots to bombos to the boss of Trinex having the book to, you know. I'm sorry. There's so many things going on SpeedGaming today that I need to play as Twitch chat for once. But Pikapals and DukeFireBird is going to be racing through Ice Palace. They know they only just need to grab this flute here and just get really to the end, unless they need the health. At least the health is a quick grab. And I'll be right back. Alright, looks like Duke has finished off Ice Palace. That's Crystal 4. And we'll probably... You can't flute in Dark World, Duke. This isn't inverted. We'll probably see Duke go to... Doesn't even have it activated. What am I thinking? We'll probably see Duke go into Mire. Yeah, no, Go mode is any second here, and we have a whole bunch of dungeons that are great Go mode dungeons, including Swamp. Like, Swamp, all you gotta do is just have access to Go Swamp, and if that's your Go mode, you're going straight to the end. desert, or you gotta do is find yourself a big key. And I do see that Roach and Duke has silver, so they did find the other bow. I didn't see them grab that earlier. And Duke is going to go ahead and enter Meyer. 2 items here. We have a 50 chance that one of these 2 items is going to be our progression. Roach is now on their Trinex fight. Tempered Trinex is a lot better than Master's Trinex. Ooh, do you have the potions? Doesn't look like it. Roach does not have the potions. Roach is just committing... Oh, that's a self-destruct right there. That's a self-destruct with fairies. Oh no. Oh no, yeah, that's a save and quit. Unless that was deliberate, gamer, that fairy. I mean, you could have just released it when you're at the potion shop. Okay. I'll Swerb with the fadeaway silvers to take care of Argus. And now we're on the same path. Does Swerb go to Skullwoods to get the green pendant? Or to Thieves Town to clear it out? That's the next big question. Because I feel like you have to go to one of those 2 places. You just cannot, just on the off chance that the mirror is not here. All right, we're going to have 2 runners in Meyer. So I think this play is going to be 1 runner goes to Argus and the other runner does cutscene chest. If not, both runners are just going to do everything. Roach is on another 10th of Eastern. I mean, the big key isn't in the way of the cutscene chest, so there could be a split there. One runner go to the boss room while the other runner checks cutscene and big chest with that big key. Oh, there's the book. Okay, that book now opens. Ether tablet and oh no, it just opens Ether tablet. So that's a 1-for-1. That's just a fetch quest. I mean, we can also check the pedestal. And Pikapals takes a death. We'll see if Pikapals decides to go ahead and go to the... Oh, book also gives access to Desert Palace. That's correct. So that's 2 items. I mean, that's 3 items. Pikapals saved and quit. Oh, we found Bombos. Yeah, now TR's open. So we went from having a 1 in 4 chance to now having everything open. I mean, with that book, I mean, I just go ahead and do green pin and I guess check head while you're there. You have no mirror for it, but I mean, check it, then do Skull Woods if it's something reflective. We're about ready to see who the boss of Meyer is. Pikapals may wait a second to find out what's in cutscene chest before committing to cutscene chest. It's Bombos! Oh yeah, that's where Bombos was. So yeah, no, Pikapals are going to have to commit to it, and then both these runners are going to go fight the boss. Which we're going to find out right now on Duke's side. That boss is... Oh, that's an ugly blind. You do not want to fight blind in this room without the cape. Because that sludge is actually, you know, damages you while there's an active boss. The good thing is all of our runners have a cape. Alright, so that's Crystal 5, and then, you know, as Chad pointed out, that book does give us a path to Crystal 6. Oh, we never checked Agina, have we? No, oh, no, wait, no, Pikapals did, never mind. The game was nothing. I'm sorry, it's been a crazy hour. No, so yeah, we just go to Desert. That desert could also be boots locked. Then that's something else we have to find. I don't know why Duke isn't fluting to 6. Duke could flute to 6. It's only a green pin on this ledge that you could have seen by jumping off the flute 6. Alright, opens up Desert. Let's see how Desert's go. What is going on? Roach is about ready to fight Argus. Swerb beat blind. Pikapals is about ready to fight blind. Unless, where's Swerb going? Swerb is fluing to 6. First item's the map. Oh, I do believe that means this dungeon is boots locked. Ah, but it's small key boots locked. So if we do find the mirror someplace else... we could steal a key and still beat this dungeon, then just hope that the boots aren't on the Ganon's Tower torch. On the plus side, if the big key is on Ganon's Tower torch and we, you know, sequence breaked desert, then I mean, then we won't have to be looking for the boot there. Anyway, Pikapals still has to do Thief Sound. We'll see if Pikapals decides to do the rest of Thief Sound while they're there. It looks like Swerb is going to be taking that Bombos into TR. That is a whole bunch of items left there. That's 6 items. Alright, so Pikapals knows it's just V. We got silvers for V. Should be a quick fight. Swerve's actually, wait, I lied, not going to TR, is actually going to check Ether Tablet. And then I believe Duke is going that way. Actually, Duke is turning around to go say hi to TR. So we're going to open up Ether Tablet. For the mushroom! You love to see it. Now the question is... do we go to... do we finish Thief Sound? Someone say there's one item left in Thief Sound. If that item's the mirror, so much time could have been shaved. The mushroom is not the way. Duke was thinking about Tiara, said no. You sure that's for Taro? I was... no, Pikapals going back in. There's one left. Don't forget, there's still a green pendant. No, an Randomizer, you don't like doing the basement or the upstairs. I mean, if you don't have to do it, you don't have to do it. I mean, you found 3 items already. Swerb is hoping we find the mirror now. It's like, find it! Oh, there it is, right there in Thieves Town. Let's go. That's a go. That's a go. Whoa, no, wait, that's not go mode. We still need boots, technically. Unless... I mean, you can still seal the key in Desert, and, you know, just hope that it's not the one in 22 that's on the torch. I mean, you don't need it. You can just... oh yeah, you do. Never mind. Sorry, it's been a long day. Duke's about ready to get the mirror. Yeah, we need to find those boots. And we're going to check Bumbo's tablet. Yeah, that mirror could have been so early. And now that mirror also gives us all 6 checks of Swamp Palace. Well, we found powder off of Bombo's tablet. That's something you'd love to see. I'm going to suspect Pikapals is going to go ahead and clear all of Swamp. Duke's going to do Graveyard Ledge. Graveyard Ledge is nothing. Swerb's going to be getting the mirror here shortly. Looks like Pikapals had a rough room in Swamp. Looks like Duke is going to go ahead and grab the green pendant. I mean, that's still a check. That's still where vanilla boots are. Yeah, the mirror you can do skull, get your green pendant, check pad. At this point, with all your last locationings, you know, and knowing where that mirror is, you're fully expecting a dot done in chat right now. Like, oh, Jesus, someone could have gotten that mirror, like, an hour ago. We'll have Bootser and Swamp, and they're just running through GT. You know, that's a fear you're having right now. 70 minutes into the seed where that, mirror was. And gotta go fast! It's a pet seed! Oh, and that's information for Duke and Roach. That is straight up information. That means, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so earlier, I was like, you know, require boss first blood was at like 33 minutes, but I might have to amend that. Yeah, I have to amend that because Pikapals killed Helmstar King and Hero like 10 minutes before that. Boots or Umped? And Desert's Boots locked. If you have not told your friends what's going on right now, we still have like 20 minutes left of the seed. Get them over here, because we have Cold Stare in. Oh, that's an ugly split. Look how ugly that boss room looks with Cold Stare in it. On the plus side, hitting the Cold Stare blops into the spikes is extra damage because that's gold sword damage, and rip Duke. And it looks like Swamp is our second Helmstar King. We have our first boss duplication. And Roach gets the first kill. Pikapals is going to be up next. Swerb is going through swamp now. I don't think we saw left side swamp from Pikapals, so Swerb is probably going to check that. We know it won't matter. We know it won't matter. Try number 2 for Duke. Oh, did he get grabbed? Oh, he did not get grabbed. That was close. Dude, the next time you track, tell me, like, ping me. I'll go roll it for you. You can see how I roll. Yeah, you want to try to knock these blobs into the spikes, because that will do gold sword damage. Yeah, so nice, easy kill for Cold Stare. We get the green pendant. It doesn't matter what the green pendant turns into. We're not going to see what the green pendant turns into. We just know it's required. And the only reason why Roach is going into Mire is to get that cutscene chest bombos. Because guess what? TR is going to be played today. Oh my goodness. Ah, man, it's 75 minutes and I haven't plugged the runners yet. I am a horrible commentator. If you want to support these guys after this horrendous, awful seed, please give them a follow. They're all great runners, great people. They've been around the community forever. Swerve's a funny guy. Give them all a follow. They're good peoples. Also, hey, shout out to my trackers today. We have a Turl and Duodeca. They're paying attention, so I don't have to. I remember when Duo just started tracking earlier this year. See how far he's grown. It's putting tears in my eye. And who cares about Turl? Anyway, back to what's going on here. Pikapals is leaving. We had the fake jet seed. So we had basically every single item in Spear, like 1 through 3, like every single item was grabbable within the first 20 minutes until we found out that Boots was on pet. So this was the fake jet seed. And only Yellow Team knows about it. And Desert Powers Boots locked. Both things we could have known if the teams decided to get farther into Thieves Town for that last item. You're in co-op. You make sure dungeons are cleared out in co-op if you're not in go mode. But yeah, no, Green Team, CLW has no clue about the whole pet issue, unless this is what I think it is. It's Pikapals about ready to become Swerve's pal and tell him the horrible news. Yeah, basically, because Yellow Team knows where the boots are, this is actually go mode. Yellow Team gets to go mode all these dungeons. While they don't have all the items to, you know, air quotes, be in go mode, they're in go mode. And until Pikapal reads that pedestal. Which Pikapal is going to go ahead and get the green pendant. We'll see if Pikapal remembers to read the pedestal after getting the green pendant. Looks like Swerv's about ready to go dip TR. For reals this time. Now, Pikapals is, in a good saying. Pikapals already decided to do Hera earlier. Alright, do you check pad? You have all the items. You're checking pad. Alright. Green team's about ready to get the bad news. Duo's trying to be, like, yeah, you remember when I started tracking, and then, now I'm setting up streams, and then, Pikapals kind of crashes there. I'm just teasing. When I solo com, I turned into a roast master. I don't know why. I should not. But Swerb, knowing that it's a pet seat, Swerb is going to have to run through this dungeon. Oh my god, why? Pikapals just also has a DTR. Again, technically all of our runners are in go mode. They know where all the items are to beat the game. So this is now a race between all 4 runners to beat basically all dungeons. But yeah, no, this has been a crazy seed. I guess I should plug other stuff. We do have an SNES marathon right now. All kinds of Super Nintendo speed runs happening on our main SpeedGaming channel. And we also have other Zelda races going on basically around the clock on all of our other networks. And my god, that's going to give me nightmares forever. We got ourselves a Moldorm. There's going to be 2 duplicate bosses in GT. That's crazy. Nice. Swerb's now going to go ahead and do Hera. We'll probably do Skull Woods, then pull Ped to do Desert. Pika just has to get through TR. It's not going to be too bad for Pika. Duke and Roach are also being their TRs, and it looks like Roach is going to be literally neck to neck with Swerb here in a bit. Yeah, no, it's based on our top runners versus our bottom runners. Do not forget, it's the average between the teams. So every second will matter. Nope, you grabbed an IM. I don't think you can do the Hera pot now, Swerb. I don't think so. I don't know all the little details. I know grabbing IM makes things hard to do. Oh, I guess you can still do it. Never mind. So fast Hera. Gotta fire ourselves a Helmer Star King, but it has silvers. Take 1 more hit, 2 more hits, 3 more hits. There we go. Alright, so Swerb is now going to do Skull Woods. Pikapals is going to pull the pedestal. Looks like we'll pull the pedestal before Duke. No, actually, we haven't seen Desert. Desert could be another duplicate boss. And depending on where the big key is, we may see all the bosses. And there we go. Pikapals is with the Master Boots at 1:29. Time to flute to Desert and run through there real fast. Alright, so we still have a handful of locations where the big key can be, but by a handful I mean 2. So get your Desert Palace big key guesses in chat now. Is it 1 or 2? That's 1! What is going on? Yep, nope. We are going to do the GT big key game. Does Swerb just take a death? Oh no. Oh, we got a fairy. That's fine. I'm like, does he have magic? 'Cause that could be bad, but nope. Still does it. Swerb will also be pulling pedestal here in about 40 seconds. So what haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen Armos. Armos is the only boss we haven't seen yet. That and Moth. So we haven't seen only Armos and Moth. Swerve the Massive Boots about 2.5 minutes after his teammate. So Team Green, both of their boots first. We have Armos. That means there's at least 1 Moth in GT. And 2 duplicates. It could be 2 Moths in GT. But get your GT big key in. All we gotta do is get through GT. In order to get through GT, there's a big key in 1 of 22 locations. So we play a game to decide, you know, to see who's closest. I'm usually a lot better than this, but I've been talking for like non-stop for the last 90 minutes, except for the little bathroom break I took. But winners of the big key guessing game will receive a nice little points boost into our big key leaderboards. Also, since we know Moth has to be one of the bosses here in GT, do we find Moth at Ice Armos, Lamos, or at Moldorm 2? Let's make that prediction. Ooh, actually, both of the Immortals are right next to each other. They both got their Master Boots shortly behind Swerb. So it's still technically Green Team's race to lose still. We will stop the game the second that Pikapals gets into GT, which will be within 20 seconds. Swerb will be falling closer behind, but while this is going on, both of the Immortals are going to be on their final boss before GT. They are in sync right now. The guess is closed. I have not been counting. At least I know it wasn't the first 2. We're going to look at 3 through 6 here in, is this? No, this is the map. Compass Room. I don't know what room it is. In sync pickups of the Piece of Hearts. Insane from Yellow Team. Anyway, 5 is nothing, 6 is nothing. We're going to check left side, and that's good news for Swerb. Swerb's like, hey, I just gotta go left side now. And Pika decides to Death Warp instead of Mirror. Get the health refill. Now the question is, does one person actually do the full right strategy? Like the full right strategy, where they go straight to Bob's chest by going right side. Anyway, check 7 was nothing. There's also the chance that it could be in Tile Room. We'll see if one of the runners decides to do that. 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 8. Got many Helmosaurs in here in Suffers Room. We got 9. We got 10, and 11's another small key. We are continuing left. While this is going on, the Immortals are still in sync. Oh, I did not see what the big key was. Sorry. I'm setting up my Excel sheet that I use to calculate who wins co-ops. There's key number 12. Congrats to John Boy, who guessed 11 while the key was 12 and scored 10 points. So, this could be good news while Yellow Team is in sync how much they are right now. If something happens to either Swerb or Pikapals and they just lock in a time that can't really be divided by 2, really. I mean, it's the same time. Oh, that's actually useful. They cleared out one half of the room apiece, so they didn't have to pick up all the chests. That's smart. I like that. I can respect that. Now Roach can check this chest, and Duke can just continue on. I mean, they're still both behind Swerb, and they're... I mean, Randomizer, you never know what can kill you until the very end, you know? Alright, so... they found the big key, and now they're all racing the gauntlet. This is going to be close, guys. If you haven't followed these runners yet, do so. This is going to be a close one. And SpeedGaming 5 is coming right into this very close race. Oh, what's with that room? I don't think that room's usually that color, is it? It's mostly because we had a duplicate cold stare, but still. It looks like brain. I'm not going to lie. Alright, Pika's now up on the top of GT. Oh. Oh, still gets it. Okay. We'll see what the next boss is. Somewhere Duke got Gold Sword. Did everyone get Gold Sword? Or is that just his screen and it's still a red sword? I don't like that big spike on this torch room here. Oh, I did not see what the second boss was. My bad. I'm usually really good at looking at 4 screens, but it's just kind of falling apart. Swerb takes a nasty fall. Is now on Agate 2. Swerv's gotta be careful with the health. No safeties. This is okay. This is where Yellow Team can actually take catch up. If Swerb, you know, gets randomized, is looking for health here in these last couple chests. Did not find it. Pikapals is going out to Ganon. Roach taking death. Do you still have a fairy, Roach? You do! Alright. Crisis avoided. Did Swerb pick up? No. Okay, so it was Moth. Hey! So we will never know what's on ice. What duplicate boss is on ice. Alright, so... Swerb has to take it very carefully at Agate 2, and Duke needs to take it very carefully here at this room here in GT. That giant spike is just preventing him from moving on. Yeah, you're going to run out of magic. Okay, well, Swerb is also now on to Ganon. And it looks like we got 1 silver. 2. Ganon stops Pika from getting that one. Do we go for the double here? Oh no, that was the 4th one. Never mind. So get your GGs in chat, because Pikapals is about ready to be the first of our runners to finish. With an official race time of 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 1 second. Now Swerb is now under the fight as well. Roach is on Agate 2, and... No! Duke! Taking an unfortunate death to Moth! No safeties! Oh, you really do hate to see that, unfortunately. Go ahead and try again. Swerb is on to the Ganon fight using Cape Strats on phase 3. While this is going on, Roach is now moving on to Ganon themselves. But right now, I do believe Green Team has this in the bag. This will put Seal W to 7-7. Still, unfortunately, shy of clinching, getting to the playoffs in their division, but still a valiant effort, and we'll likely see them next season in the league. Almost gets the triple there. That was a close one. Get your GGs in chat for Swerb. They're going to clinch the win for Seal W. And with an official race time of 1:45.26, giving the team an average of 1:44.43. Get GG's in chat for Seal W. All right. So Duke is now climbing the tower. Roach is now in phase 3 again, and you hate to see that. That was so close. This was such a great race between our runners. It was a fake jet seed. It looked like it was going to be a jet seed, and then just kind of whimpered out from there. Roach is going to finish with a time of 1:46.49. And I do believe Duke is going to forfeit, knowing that they've already lost. Roach told him, hey, they both finished already. That will put Duke and Roach at 3-11. And that's the end of their season as well. They still played great. Hopefully we'll see them next year. We got the winners and Sub ready to join us. All right, GG Swerb, GG Pika. So, how was that fake jet seed that turned into, well, that?
It's interesting when you get Dark World access in the first 5 minutes.
Pretty much not even, but yeah. And then I'm sure, you know. I don't know. I had a little laugh about it because I'm sure chat loved, you know, like not only is it a pedestal required seed, but it's boots of all things on the pedestal. So
no,
but
but
it was for chat.
I mean, it was just honestly funny because like most everything in this seed was within like Spear 4, like, and like 90% of that was in Spear 2 basically because you guys had quick access to ice, fire, cane, you know, swords. All that stuff. Hammer was in Blindside. Like it was basically like it was like a fate jet. I'm like, man, this season's going to be over in like no times. In fact, like Duke had like 4 dungeons done at like 40 minutes. I'm like, and you know, all they got to do is find that mirror, and this is done by an hour. And then I check race time, and it's like, no, this isn't done by an hour.
Yeah, I mean, like even the mirror was, you know, still like Sphere 3 or 4. Like
I know,
it felt like it was buried, but just no one wants to go there.
Oh, and then see,
That was Sphere 2. We just didn't go there forever because we could have gotten the mirror literally like 10 minutes into the seed, like with that going straight into Dark World.
So my question, Duke, GG's. Sorry for what happened there.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, after Roach told me it was over, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just give this the last attempt, and I was like, already not mentally in it at that point because.
Oh yeah, no. I know how that feels, man. I died to Agate 2 in my last game earlier this week, and then they GG'd after I died to Agate 2, and I'm like, oh, that's how close it was. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. No, I don't need to go through this tower again. But no, so this is a question for all three of you because all three of you did this. You're in co-op, and I know the game plan for like regular Randomizer is to not go into the basement or the upper floor of Thieves Town. But you guys are in co-op. Why didn't one of you guys just make sure the dungeon was cleared out the first time you guys were in there? What was the decision between your teams?
Well, at least for us, like when I went back to kill Vitreous, when I was a little better equipped, I was like, I said to Pika out loud, I was like, I don't know if I go and clear the back or not. I was like, if Vitreous doesn't have an item, then I'll 100% do it. And then he was like, yeah, if Vitreous has an item, it's kind of up to you. And when he didn't have an item, I felt like there was still enough options available to us that it didn't seem that pressing to me. And like I knew like Pika still had to go back at some point. Like he had to go there at some point just to kill the boss. So like I figured by the time he got to do that, like we would have a better idea on whether we needed to search the back or not.
Yeah, at one point in time, I was questioning you guys as oh, sorry, Duke. I know I asked the same thing to you, but before I forget about it, I actually questioned Seal W. The two of you both went right to Meyer when I was like, well, Meyer has 2 items. You still have 1 item Thieves Town and the green pendant from Skullwoods. Like, why? I mean, I guess, paid out getting the book to find out what was on pad. But I if you watch by the commentary, I'm questioning why you guys are both following each other's footsteps when, there's a...
I mean, kind of the key to co-op, and I'm not even going to claim that, like, me and Pika did a very good job of this in this seed, but, like, there's the right balance between, going, okay, there's 2 of us and it's co-op, we can explore everything, and like also doubling down on certain things, because there's a certain point where, especially like in the second half of the seed, where kind of splitting and checking everything is going to be less efficient. Especially like if your opponent decides to just kind of double down on a gamble, or both like go through required dungeons like that, and you decide to check everything, like if like Pika had done Meyer and then I went and checked those other 2 things, and then like the green pendant and the back of Thieves Town ended up being useless, then that's just a waste of time. Especially if something like Meyer, especially that particular case, like Meyer's a dungeon where you have to hunt for the big key anyway. We both need to clear it for the boss. And so I don't know, it just kind of made sense for us both to go there at that time.
Makes sense now. Like I'm questioning because I'm like, yeah, like because I'm, whenever I do co-op, I always have the mentality, if you're not in go mode, make sure you flipped over every rock. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, I don't know, but there's like 2,000 players. Everyone plays it differently, and you and Willer got far in the co-op tournament, right? So.
I didn't co-op with Willard. That was DT.
DT, okay, yeah. Sorry. I thought you guys co-opted. No. But sorry, back to Duke. So I asked earlier about the decision not to check the back of Thieves Town. What was going on through yours and Roach? And I'm assuming Roach isn't joining us?
No, Roach is not joining us. It's a bit late for him. Okay. But the initial dive from Roach, he's like, okay, he's not equipped for Vidi. Okay, fine. We know he's there. When I get a chance to check it, and then I checked it, and it's like, okay, that's 3 items. And for a dungeon like Thieves Town and something like that, I'd like to have the mirror. Lo and behold, it was the mirror, but that's beside the point. But it's like one of those, it's like, oh god, depends on how deep the dungeon it is. Like, literally, like, worst case scenario is literally last chest.
Yeah,
And
like you
then-
can just potentially waste time. Like especially
Yeah.
not having the mirror is a good point. Like because if you don't have the mirror, then you can't really leave easily unless you death warp, or like and if I guess like you could just do that at the end of like I don't know whatever activity you got going on over there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and it didn't help that like the whole time up until the end we had like multiple crystal dungeons we could still keep doing.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, you guys were like go mode before we knew we needed boots for probably like 50 minutes. I mean, it was insane. And then that flute basically put you guys 1 item from go mode, and you guys were in that mode for like 20 minutes, and then we get the bad news from Ped.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good break on our end because I was the first one to get to Meyer, since I was the first one to go back and defeat Trinex in Eastern. Yay! And then it was like, I was like,
Trinex.
okay, we got book. All right, so I'll go ahead and go grab Green Pendant. I've already cleared out Skull Woods. I'll go get the Green Pendant. I'll check Ped, and then I'm like, oh no. Oh, let's have fun.
So, yeah, what was going through your mind when you remembered you didn't have Ice Rock for Trinex?
You know, I was sure I had it. I mean, Swerb has it, so clearly I do, right?
No. This is an LTTPO. Sorry.
So it was at like a quiet moment because you guys were all doing each other's dungeons. So I kind of had fun with it. Like I'm just imagining this Pikachu walking across Hyrule, going Pika, peek, peek, you know, instead of like curse words, just saying Pikachu, like stomping. And then when you went back to the sun,
Just stomping where he's going.
I'm sorry, I kind of snapped there because it was like you guys were all doing what each other were doing. I'm like, okay, gotta entertain myself somehow.
I mean, sometimes you just forget to grab something.
I just
get
wanted
ahead of
to make
yourself.
sure that
Yeah.
Swerb wasn't the only one double dipping Eastern.
Yeah,
That would have just been rude.
No. I mean, you guys did great. I mean, the seed had some horrible room layouts, like all those Lionels and Eastern. Oh, dude, by the way, that was a great play you did in Eastern with the bee. Your first time through without the lamp. That was actually
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna abandon it. Oh wait, I have a fairy. Okay, wait, I'm gonna use the bee. And then it just ended up working.
You're trying next, and you're like, oh, I wasted all of that for nothing.
Oh no, I was like, I enter the room, and this is how me and Roach coordinate. I enter the room. Nope. That's all I said. And he's like, try next, and I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I think
how well we know each other.
We were in an interesting situation where I think we had like every item required to beat bosses before we actually made a dungeon.
yeah. I don't know why, but I just decided to do like Pyramid into Catfish kind of early, so I had Ice Rod before we even went to Eastern. I unfortunately died to Trinex instead, so it didn't matter. But
That was a rough
Yeah.
fight. That was a good fight though, and then you just got cornered by that head.
I know it was just after I killed the second elemental head, and then he lunged at me, and I was
Like you had no way you could escape.
I
It
was
was
salty.
Like
It was
Eastern sounds like it should be an easy dungeon for Trinex, but it's just so small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no.
that room is very tiny.
like once he starts moving around, it's just really kind of tough to
I mean,
deal
you
with.
guys got lucky that his heads weren't like going into the wall kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Oh.
it was a great run from all you guys. Like, for it being basically Oops All Dungeons, you guys still had a decent time on it, being Randomizer and all.
Yeah, we actually finished faster than our our previous seed this week, which wasn't technically all dungeons required, but
I mean, you still
Yeah,
had,
but that was a scavenger hunt. Seed.
yeah, that seed
Jeez.
sucked. That seed sucked in its own way.
I mean,
This one was just like, oh, lol, boots on pad, haha. Which, like, kind of sucked, but also, like, when we found that, I was kind of like, well, I felt less bad about the mirror situation because we didn't know. They could have found the mirror super early, like, Sometimes it's kind of a relief to
No.
see that.
We found it late.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of you guys did the
We
same
basically
thing.
just went, we're behind.
Yep. That's kind of what.
Like, you guys actually found the mirrors at the same time. Like, I think Roach and Pika opened that chest at the exact same time.
Wow.
Like,
Oh, wow.
like whenever I was asking you guys a question, saying, "Hey, this is for both teams," because I just want to know what was going through my. It was literally because you guys opened that chest within mere seconds of each other.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I mean, again, it's just like when you have Dark World access so early, and then, you know, like Pika pointed out, we had all the items to kill like any of the potential bosses. Like, there's just so many like options. It's so easy to like be like, well, we'll just skip this one annoying check, and then
It's
it's
one
mirror.
item.
Hopefully the other team did the same boneheaded move, and you know,
It was
worked
funny.
out.
Like the first thing you said when after beating Vitreous, it's like, oh, but what if it's the
No, I
mirror?
did see it.
What if it's the flute?
I did list like all the potential things that it could be, and I was like, but yeah, the mirror I think was the first one I listed because that would have been the most annoying.
And lo and behold,
the only bonehead move I think I did was the fact that I did CAC with no bombs, and so guess what I left behind initially.
Yeah.
solid hammer.
Yep, didn't
I
have
was
a
like,
hammer.
oh man, this is bad news for the Immortals. What?
No, actually, ironically, it worked out because it's like, okay, so the plan now is going to be, okay, well, I go grab that hammer and then go straight into village.
Yeah, I
So it's like, hey, routing works out.
Also, all the heart containers that started the siege,
Yeah.
you guys found like 10 heart
Yeah.
containers within the first 10 minutes.
I was
was
at
like,
8 hearts
I like this
before
health.
4 minutes in. And it was really nice. I just randomly picked up the fish next to the lake and threw them into the lake, and there I had 8 bombs sitting ready for me.
Oh, fish prize was bombs. Oh, I hate that.
Always check it. Always check an randomizer. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta know the extra checks.
if there's a fish right there.
Yeah, I can't. That is
Either-
the one. I'll go out of my way to check a stun prize. I'll go out of my way to check a freeze prize. I go out of my way to check bush crabs, tree pulls,
No.
fish.
No. And another thing, if
Or you can
there's
always
a
just
fish-
take it to the bottle merchant too.
Yeah, I had
that's
that thought
what
too.
Cooper said. I was about to, yeah. Yeah, no, it was a great
Yeah,
scene.
I was like, okay, there's a fish on the bottom, but I'm checking Aga, so I'm like, I'm not gonna have that fish. So whatever.
Normally I don't check the fish much either, but that one was sitting right next to a big pond.
You were just trying to do a good deed.
I
Yeah.
was being nice.
But fun seed, fun stuff. You guys got anything else you want to talk about before we wrap things up?
I guess the only thing I want to say is like, you know, thanks to you and Duodeca, and especially for, I know we like submitted this race like earlier today, so
appreciate
people stepping up to get it restreamed.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
I gave him a small heads up. I was like, we might have a third. But
Terror was
I do
the
want to
other
thank
Terror was the other
I-
tracker.
Artero, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody involved in this race, everybody involved in every single race, everybody involved in the league, and basically Fear Agent, the mastermind himself. If it wasn't for these guys, none of this would be happening, and all this. And Fear's done an amazing job these last 3 seasons. And I don't want this to end at season 6, but here's the 3 more. And then an additional 6 more after that, etc., etc., etc. But again, if it wasn't for everybody involved and everybody watching, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you, everybody.
Anything you like to add, Pika?
It's been a fun league. Glad we can manage to go even at least. So
7-7.
Yeah, a lot better than us this year.
I mean, considering the schedule you guys went against, I mean,
Invitational is hard, so
Yeah.
Not sure there were very many quote unquote good schedules.
Yeah, I mean, you would think last season the division I was in was hard. This one was harder.
Well, at
I
least
mean,
we're not
you would think basically you have the division with Pug Trio and Like all the like major teams were like, oh, this is the division of death, and it's like this division was harder.
I mean, you guys had the Fendrana Drifters on you. The only team that's still undefeated right now.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the only team in the league undefeated, by the way.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'm kind of okay.
I don't even think if we even include the open team. I think literally the only team in the league, not just the Invitational.
Yeah, I haven't looked at theirs much.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good this year. They're my pick to win it all, in my opinion. But
I mean, they had a strong team going to the playoffs last season, and but we'll see in playoffs anyway.
But with that, the Immortals will be back next season, so definitely can say that. And I hope the CLW see you guys next season as well.
Yep. I think we'll try. It depends how busy we are and how much we feel like playing Rando at the time, I think.
Yeah, that's usually kind of how it goes.
I definitely need a break after this, so we'll see how I'm feeling by then.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat. But casual Rando's always fun.
Yeah.
Competitive eats on you a bit.
I've been playing some Crisscross lately. It's a bunch of goofy fun.
Yeah,
Crisscross.
I need to get into Crisscross. Get me in on that.
Anyway, for all the Speed Gaming Network channels, Speed Gaming 6 and all of our foreign language channels, all of our volunteers, and of course Diesel, don't forget to give us all a follow. Keep your eye on the schedule for future races. And thanks to all the racers, they put on a great race. Follow them, learn from the best. I've been Kachuri, and I hope you guys had a great day, and may the Triforce be with all of you. And good night.